Hello everybody, my name is Petr Koutný and let's watch amazing game of great king of chess, Magnus Carlsen. Magnus Carlsen is of course the biggest chess star or now coming Chess Olympiad Games in Chennai. And today I'm going to show game Smirnov, Anton and Magnus Carlsen. Magnus Carlsen's first move, it's not a joke. He played knight c6 and maybe he's going to surprise his opponent, or maybe he's playing and enjoying chess, because this move of course is not a standard move, and absolutely this is not the best answer against first white's move e4. But at the other side, why not to play something unusual if your name is Magnus Carlsen? So anyway, Anton Smirnov is a white and Magnus Carlsen is a black. Now both players are going to normal position where they have to go for short or long castle, and the main goal is to bring their pieces to game. So that's of course important. So bishop g7 and short castle, queen d2, a6 and bishop d3, e5. e5, I maybe like this move because it's in the center and nearly everything in the center is good move. But at the other side, after this few exchange, black's dark squares bishop on g7 is blocked by his pawn, and maybe this is a small issue for the future. Nevertheless, Magnus Carlsen knows what he is playing, and now after long castle, we are watching opposite castle position where everybody will start attack. And yes, we will see white's attack following g4, h4, h5, and black's attack following b5, c6, and so on. So b5 happened immediately, and g4, of course, that's the best answer. Till now, nothing special. Both players are playing a double-edged position, and still they are waiting for a time when they will be sure that they got advantage. Everything is maybe messy, but f3, bishop e6, last piece is going to game, bishop e6 and queen a5, it's the next following move, and now a3 and rook b8. So Magnus' plan is simple, b4 and open a king side, a queen side position now, and white has to do the same. So white has to attack black's king, and he played bishop c5, h5, and bishop d6. Now white decides to attack rook and pawn, and after rook b7, it's risky. It's risky to take pawn on e5 because I believe in move b4. That's of course a very, very double-edged position where Magnus Carlsen doesn't mind to lose pawn, because after move b4 he's attacking bishop on e5, and of course he is going to open a really important part of the game, so his attack is much more faster and dangerous than white's attack, and this is not a good idea for white, of course. So Smirnov came in king b1, and now rook d8. Again, to take a pawn on e5, that's nearly every time's answer b4. So maybe this maneuver, bishop c5, bishop d6, it was not the best move at all. And I think that white wasted time. Time is important, not even in our lives, but of course in chess games as well. So queen c7 and knight e2. Looks like white's attack is frozen, and he is looking forward to start attack again. So rook d7, and Magnus Carlsen maybe is thinking to play something over, open a c file, maybe c5, c4, or one day c3, following a5 and b4, of course. So that's still a threat. Bishop c5, and white immediately blocked this threat, and now Magnus took on g4. That's a double-edged decision, because of course he knows that white is playing h5, But of course, he took one more pawn. So just imagine that we are in endgame. This is a pass pawn, and pass pawn is a really great plan, great winning plan to push your pass pawn as fast as possible, as far as possible. So even in endgame, Magnus is happy, and everybody know that Magnus is one of the best chess player in endgames, maybe in chess history. So now maybe Magnus Carlsen is going to change mind, and he is not looking forward to attack White's king, but maybe he is looking forward to convert his advantage to endgame, winning endgame. So h5 happened and queen d8. And what is interesting here that after queen g5, Magnus Carlsen is playing amazing move, king f7. This is the best move, and maybe looks like this is risky to play by this king to f7, but this is not risky. And best answer here, it was back queen to e3. Unfortunately for White, and of course it's good to us to see what's happened. White played knight a5, and this is a nearly losing mistake, because that's another pawn, and yes, White is not interesting to exchange another piece, so he is not looking forward to exchange queens. If there is no queens, there is no middle game, and there is a lost endgame. So, okay, let's watch this variation. Let's have a fun. So, in case White will take this queen, of course, he will take on e4, and after this exchange, I'm absolutely sure that this endgame is hopeless for White, and Magnus Carlsen will win. I'm sure, against everybody in the world, this position. So that's a lost position for White. Let's come back. So for this reason, White decided to just follow his attack, and he played a knight h6 check. And after this exchange, bishop f5. At the first sight, it looks like Black's king is in huge danger, but Magnus Carlsen is okay, because there is no direct attack and direct threat. And okay, let's watch that. Sometimes you have to be brave player and just don't worry too much about your safeness. King a2, and now king is now saved, because queen came to g8, and what's more, this is not only defending move, this is very strong attacking move, because this queen is looking directly to White's king. So the best defense is attack, and Magnus Carlsen is going to prove this sentence. Okay, White took on e4. Why not? And now the last and final mistake happened here. Rook d1. Now Magnus Carlsen is winning by a beautiful check, and I can't remember to see a check by king. Yes, of course, now check, and that's a game over, because there is no attack, and of course lost endgame. This check is beautiful. So one more time, we remember queen g8, and now let's watch this check. That's nice position, and maybe that's a nice motivation or inspiration how to play chess. Don't be worried too much, and play for fun and enjoy, and then everything is possible and nothing is impossible. So that's game over, but still few moves to be played. b3 and rook h7. There is no attack, and White has to escape with his queen. So he played now finally to e3, but one exchange is here, and queen d5. This is a super strong queen on d5 in the center, and there is no danger, no threats, and Magnus is going for his another nice victory. So okay, king b2. But everything is simple. Now bishop f5, check on f8, nothing changed, and here queen e4. Of course, after every new exchange, black is going for his victory. So queen d2, g7, and now that's happened. That's happened the last move because now white resign. Another beautiful chess game of Magnus Carlsen, amazing, interesting chess opening in knight c6. Then, of course, he was starting to attack white's king, and at the end, he won because he know that his endgame is a winning endgame. So I hope that you enjoyed this game coming from Chennai Chess Olympiad Games, and Magnus Carlsen is the best chess player of all times, and I'm enjoying every time to watch his games and to learn from him. And I hope that you saw interesting video and game, so don't mind if you will press follow or like. Thank you very much for every likes and follows, and I hope I will see you soon in our another YouTube chess video. Thank you, see you soon, and take care. Bye bye.